Because you're a heavy underdog for that fight, because not too much, 18 months earlier you'd lost to Norton, but you'd had quite a series of bouts all around the world. You went all around the world fighting all sorts of fighters.
Joe Frazier, he's one who was a great fighter. Well, see, it's a big thing, it's a bad thing to be so. If, say, I didn't beat Spinks, and he beat me, I've been so humiliated. Talking about I'm the greatest and I'm the prettiest, and finally I got beaten. Now I'm looking at a new champion walking around, and all my life, every day I wake up, I gotta say I lost. I should have got out while I was on top. It's a bad feeling for a ball game, or maybe a girl have someone, a girl that takes your boyfriend. Maybe you have a mother, brother that says you wouldn't be nothing in life. It's always some people that you want to get in life. Ken Norton beat me, I had to get him back. Joe Frazier beat me, his name haunted me. Spinks beat me, I just had to get him back. After I get my title, watch him talk and get interviews and do press conferences, ride big cars, dress up and talk, I had to watch it. Joe Frazier would go on television and says, I don't have to call him that name, I'll call him Clay because I can get away with it. I have to watch that.
So you don't think Foreman had the quality you have to be able to take the humiliation and come back into it?
Well, he don't seem to. He's not doing it. He don't have the ability I have. I know that. And then, see, you have to have a purpose. My purpose was to go out the first black man as champion and to be the first in many things. So I had a goal to accomplish, and I wasn't going to quit until I got it back. I'm through boxing now. You'll never see me in the ring again, but I'm not retired as of yet. I'm planning a retirement party, which will come on television. Some network is going to promote it on television. They're going to have something called The Last 15 Rounds, or they show 15 rounds like you were showing here of my best fights. I narrate it, then have a party, and a few minutes after I do, boys eliminate each other.
Howls of protest from the crowd, or the Kiwi?
People growed up with you. So everybody watching this show now, let's say 25 years old, they've been hearing about Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay since they were 8 or 9. But there's a whole new crop of people that heard about me, never saw me. So these people I like to entertain with exhibitions, plus there's good money in them.
So next Sunday night, what can we expect, and what can the people of New Zealand expect from you?
You can expect to see the greatest fighter of all times, the most talked about fighter of all times, the most controversial and the fastest and the prettiest dancing master, the greatest fist fighter in the history of the whole world will be in your country, boxing 2 rounds with former world heavyweight champion James Ellis and European heavyweight champion Joe Buckner. You will see me live in living color for a nice price. That's what they can see in your country. Probably will never come here again, and probably would have never fought a fight here because it's been too expensive, but you will see me in action for 4 rounds.
You're not worried about Buckner or Ellis getting one through that you may not be able to?
If they dreamed it, they better wake up and apologize.
Got him in the studio and then ended up cancelling the rest of the day's programs because he was so entertaining and managed to chat for the entire show. Let's go back now and join our studio crew with Muhammad Ali for some more reminiscing.
The following year, of course, after winning the title back, Chuck
Don't mean to
Whitner,
be boasting, just having fun.
Ron Lyle, that you were behind on points, I think, against Lyle when you stopped him in the 11th, and then off to Malaysia, who's the program of that fight, to fight Joe Buckner. We've got a film, of course.
You've been spying on me, fella.
We've got
Perhaps we can have a look at that right
film
now.
of that as well. Seeing as Buckner's in the country, we thought it would be nice to show that.
That the fighters will lose somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds apiece.
That was a hot morning.
Is over. And of course, the longer it goes,
I thought you bluffed him out of that one.
It was real hot there in Malaysia, had a big crowd.
in the pink of condition.
And me and Buckner,
Waiting for the
this the
champion,
fella
Muhammad Ali, to
you
put
all
in
will
an
see me
appearance.
fight in exhibition here. And he still has
Very,
revenge for me.
very,
He's still angry because I beat him twice. I'm sure he's going to try to knock me down to build his reputation. So I want you all to come out to see this exhibition, because I might have to knock this fella out because he talks too much. He's cocky.
You'd beaten him in Las
I don't like
Vegas on
boxers who
points.
talk too much. See him, look at him. Look at him clowning.
What did you think of him, though, Muhammad? You know, he was a big, strong fella.
Nice fella. Like a little boy, real playful, just like I am, real friendly, a good boxer, never had hitting power, never had skills to be a great fighter, but he's a good contender, good opponent, good challenger, but not a real fighting champion.
So some of you
But I
great...
think that you never can tell. He just didn't get the breaks that I got. But Joe Buckner probably could have been a good heavyweight champion.
Well, he's still only 28.
28, you're right.
Yeah,
He's still young enough to get in shape and come back. Because I believe that he gave me a tough fight. I just had a little more stamina, a little more wind, but I wasn't that much better than Joe Buckner. And he was a European champion and probably could have been a heavyweight champion, but he just didn't hit hard enough.
He lacked aggression too, although there's some aggressive shots in this film.
Was he hard to hit, Muhammad?
Yes, because he was tall. He stands straight like himself. He wouldn't crouch and come in.
But he was very defensive throughout most of the
You
early
see how
rounds.
I'm dancing and moving. That's the only thing that will save me with a man like Buckner. But standing toe-to-toe, punch and punch for punch, he might get the best of me because he was tall, young, and fast.
So what are you talking to Buckner there? Do you talk to most of your adversaries?
People like Joe Frazier, Sonny Liston,
George Foreman.
Ken Norton, George Foreman, certain ones that it would affect. So he's crazy like I am, Joe Buckner. We both are crazy. So he's not afraid of nothing.
And could he hit hard?
Yes, if he would catch it right. Basically, it wasn't a hard puncher, but if he would catch it sometimes in a certain position, meeting your head on or something, he could punch hard. As you see, he's sticking right with him. He's not an easy fighter to beat. He's a good fighter, but just didn't get the proper breaks.
Well, at 28, he's certainly not too old if he was of a mind to come back again. Seeing as he was here, we particularly wanted to show that, as he's going to boxing next week.
During the 3-minute rounds, Muhammad, did you ever have an idea of the time, or did you just fight on instinct for time related to the 3 minutes?
I had a little idea. I always had my men to holler 10. That means 10 seconds. And ringside, they would just holler. He just did the Buckner show, what they call it.
That's kind of remarkable.
Now he's a little tired. I could notice that. And
Did you lose weight during the fight?
yeah, I think I did. Another thing, was talking about was the conscious of time, especially when fights were close, and I was like around behind or just around ahead. I would like to take the last 10 seconds or 15 seconds to impress the judges that I won that round. Open up with a windstorm of punches and win the last of the round, usually win the round.
15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world in Merdeka Stadium in Kuala
So you thought it was
Lumpur.
important to be able to go hard for the last 10 seconds or so?
As they say, the star closed the show. And if you could come in at the last, even if you lost most of the round, if you get the last 10 seconds, get the man in good position, there's a chance you might convince a judge or two that that's your round.
And was there any other wily tricks you might have had in influencing judges?
Well, nothing like paying them off or such.
I thought maybe perhaps giving one of them a wink as you went back to your corner. Muhammad, who would be the greatest influence in your life as a person?
Elijah Muhammad, the man who named me Muhammad Ali and taught and who followed him as far as being the imam or the minister or the leader of the Islamic religion. And that's his son, Wallace D. Muhammad. So it's my spiritual teachings which has made me, as for an example, fighting Malaysia, it's a Muslim country. Philippines, a Muslim country. Zaire, African country. And all the, I'm ranked now today as the most recognized face on earth. That's because of mainly the name Muhammad, because Muhammad is the most common name on the planet. If there are more people on the earth, out of 4 billion people, there are more people who are Muslims are with the name Muhammad than any other person. So, therefore, the greatest influence was Elijah Muhammad, the leader who gave me this power.
What about your mother or father?
They were natural influences. It's not my fault. I didn't ask to be brought in the world. So naturally, your mother and father are the people who got to take the credit for bringing you here. And you can say that's a great influence. But my mother and father are people that I've helped a lot spiritually, financially, and retired, And they've helped me a lot by raising me when nobody knew me, and they were a great influence on the younger part of my life. But we can't take that like birds. Birds, the greatest influence that a bird would have is his mother and father, because he waits with his mouth open for worms and grain. The mother and father brings the worms, but once the baby has known the branches on the tree, once the bird has flown out into the forest under the protection of his mother, he never can see nor remember that mother which is so loyal to him. So there are moments of emotions, impulses of love, but they all fade away. Then there comes a time when a person's got to go for himself. Then he's got to find his wife, make his own decisions. Mother's there, not petting no more. So the greatest influence after mother and father was my leader, Elijah Muhammad, but they would naturally come first.